Alright, today guys, we are making a vanilla walnut caramel sauce. This is going to get drizzled over a spiced bundt cake that I made for my mother's birthday today. This is also good over apple bundt cake, pretty much, you know, any bundt cake, any cake. You could even eat this over pancakes, waffles.
Right? I'm gonna move over here.
Yeah, someone just moved the sugar closer to him. You know, how convenient, right? So we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter to our pan. I need your sugar, buddy. We're going to add a half a cup of packed brown sugar.
Right.
We are going to go ahead and melt the butter, melt the brown sugar, bring it up to a simmer for about a minute, and then we will add the rest of our ingredients. Okay, so our butter and brown sugar are beginning to melt together. Just going to continue to stir this so we don't burn it. A second. All right, we've got this butter and brown sugar melted, bubbly, and we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our ingredients. I'm going to remove it from the heat just for a minute. All right, we are going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. The recipe called for flaky salt. I am using sea salt. So a 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt and a 1/4 cup to a half a cup, depending on the thickness you want this, of heavy cream. And we are going to go just about at half a cup because this will thicken up and it will be sitting a little bit before we eat this, so I just want to make sure, you know, that it's not super thick. Okay, so we're going to add the heavy cream. And then we are going to put it back over the heat.
One more do.
And you just want to keep stirring this until it thickens up. But I will say I just stuck my finger in this, guys, and it is delish. I don't even have everything in here yet. Yeah, this is the first time I have made this sauce. But it looked really yummy and really easy. So I thought I'd give it a try. Okay, now we're going to turn the heat off. Remove this from the heat. Going to add about a teaspoon of vanilla. Kind of bummed. I did not get around to making more homemade vanilla, and I probably have, oh gosh, maybe a couple tablespoons left in my jar. So yeah, so unfortunately, I'm not going to have homemade vanilla for the holidays. All right, now we are adding some walnuts. And you could add pecans. You could leave it without nuts. What I decided to do is my spice cake recipe. It's a cinnamon spice cake. It called for pecans on the inside. I have some that are not a fan of nuts. So I thought I would leave the nuts out of that and then put the nuts in the caramel sauce. Okay, so this is all done. And now you are going to let it sit for about 15-20 minutes to thicken up. And this is really going to thicken up. So we are going to set this aside now and let it thicken up before we pour it over our cake.